ladies and gentlemen, girls and guys, these and thems, she's and shies, apples and oranges, horses and cats, rainbows and kittens. We are here with a brand new, just released, and it was supposed to come out in January, so this is a lie, comic book wave, the second comic book wave. And we have, starting from the left, we have Rachel Summers from Excalibur. We have the Silver Surfer that I've been waiting for, Pinless Silver Surfer. Been waiting for my entire life. On this side is Black Widow. Can we see her? Black Widow. And over here is Marvel's Beast. That is the newer Beast from the Ultimate X-Men. Back here, because I don't have room, is Feral. If you can, and right in the center we have Daredevil. Let's get going. Yeah. Whoops. Now, I know I complain and whine, and I tell everyone I'm not going to buy. I have to budget. And I do have to budget. We all have to budget. Because these figures are expensive. They're up to $27.99 for the basic figure, and some of them are $29.99 based upon the discrepancy of Hasbro. And I was not going to get this figure. But then I remembered how much I loved the Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. story, that I will put the artwork here, so much. The comic book wave, you can see the artwork there. The comic book is really good, really well done. It's beautifully drawn by John Romita Jr. I can't remember the inks. It might be Klaus Janson, or it might be Al Williamson. I have to double check. And this is pretty much Daredevil in his first year. This is like Batman year one. This is Daredevil year one. And this is a treat. I love the packaging. I don't love this. No one loves this. Why they did this, no one knows. It's a mystery. It's insulting. It's rude. It's disrespectful. But they're Hasbro. They did it anyway, right? They're the $10 billion company. Whatever. I love the way they did this. I love that. I love the logo. He looks great. People are complaining about his hair. He comes with one hand to hold the comic book, one hand to hold his billy club. I think that's a fist. It's a fist, and that's a fist, and that's another open hand. But anywho, and here's the wave. I got them all. He's the first one we're doing. Silver Surfer is the one I really wanted. I only was going to get Silver Surfer, Beast, and Feral, because I'm a big X-Force fan, because I was a young guy when X-Force came out. And then everyone's talking about this and how cool it is. And I was like, what if I miss out and it's worth a lot of money and I just have FOMO? And then I was like, I loved Excalibur when I was a kid. I have all the issues. And Black Widow is that famous X-Men Jim Lee cover. It says, blind lawyer Matt Murdock rescues a young girl from Kingpin thugs, completing his transformation into Daredevil, the man without fear. You really should read the story. Really, they really should have given you a comic book with this. And there's the actual cover. The cover has a red, the red back there is all embossed and shiny. It's really awesome book. There's all the other covers. All right, stop now. Get to the nitty gritty. And here comes the gritty. Romita Jr. artwork right there. Back here. Let's do it. Let's gritty up the nitty. Sorry, John Romita. He's one of my favorite all time, ever and ever and ever and ever. There goes the comic book. It's the comic book that no one can read. It means nothing. It's not even a UPC symbol. I mean a US, whatever. You know what I mean. Here he is. He feels awesome. He feels really, really great. He feels solid. I won't get my hopes up. It's original. Give him that. The fact that they chose that version of Daredevil to do, it's original. He's nice and smooth. He's solid. The sculpt is nice. Pretty much, he's in a tracksuit. A lot of people are saying they're going to get this to do mods and kit bashes. I just like, I think it's cool that he has kicks on. Nice kicks. Sculpt is good. It's a sweatshirt. It looks a little bulbous though, but that's okay. And people are complaining that he has yellow hair, because in the comic book, the actual comic book, he has red hair in all the classic Daredevils. But in this story, if you go read the comic, I'll get art. I'll put the art here. He's had yellow hair. Really. Check out the articulation. Back. Oh, they gave him his own a separate neck. Nice and loose. Wow, that's nice. Up, down, and all around. And this is soft. They finally learned their lesson. That's a little soft. Yeah, it's all right. Let's see. I keep saying I apologize. Nice T-pose. He's very soft, though. Very soft plastic feeling. Bicep. I can't believe I have him in my hand. This is so exciting. You see them so long. Oh, he has the little McFarlane joints. They're not really... Well, I guess there are butterfly joints. They're like mini ones. It's like mini butterfly joints, sort of. Can you see them? Sorry. I keep saying Put his arm down. Let's do the around the world. Double jointed elbows. He's very ready. He's ready to move. I can already feel his upper torso wanting to move. This fist goes that way. This fist goes that way, and it spins. This one goes that way. I like that way better than the wrist joints that do that, because they really don't. This is cool. This you can do martial arts moves with. And here we go. He has, whoa, that's a huge gap. Mind the gap, like when you get on the subway in New York. That's huge. And he has a little click. They could have given him a double pointed? I'm pointing you. Sheriff of, no, just kidding. They should have given him the double ball joint, because that's a huge gap. That's ridiculous. That's like maximum Hulk level. And he has that little, it's clicky. Let's see this. Okay, that's better. Let's see this. Okay, well, it's cool, it's sticky. Apropos, double jointed, fat chunky legs, because he's wearing a sweatsuit. Fat chunky legs, double jointed. Nope. Does he? Oh yeah, the ankle does turn, does it? No, the ankle does not turn. It's just the rocker. He goes down this far and down that far. He does not have a calf or anything. It's just the rock. Oh, maybe he does actually. No, he does. Because the rocker doesn't go in a circle like that. The rocker goes back and forth. But this goes in a circle. But that's cool. Yeah, looks good. Let's pose him. Get him to stand. Daredevil, he's the devil that will dare. Daredevil, yeah. In the streets of New York, Hell's Kitchen, which is a dangerous place. Then once, Giuliani took over, he changed everything. Sorry, I'm singing, it's annoying. There he is. The thing he comes with his billy club, the original one, which is really just like a police officer's billy club. That's it. Whoops. He comes with an extra fist for the other side, which I prefer. I don't know why. I like to have the same kind of hand. He has one, literally just to hold the comic book. It really is just a waist. And this is to hold his billy club, I'm sure. So we'll do that quick. We'll do the billy club hold. The thing is that the billy club, the string, can actually go around his wrist the way it would if he was actually using one. So that way, if he's fighting, he's like swooping down. He could literally in a fight. I think he does do it in the comic. He can swirl it like zoom, oh, like that exactly. Zoom. Oh, I dropped it. Got it. Daredevil comic book Daredevil. I have. I've only been collecting for about a year now. But it's actually a kind of fun one, because the original Daredevil ones, the comic book, people think they're talking that they're gonna do a maximum Daredevil. I hope so. Do I really need to put on Fist? I mean, I already have that on there. The fact that they gave a blind character a comic book to read is super messed up. But Daredevil was so skilled in the comic that he could use his fingertips and literally feel the ink. He was that super special. So he really technically could read his own comic book. They should have, my opinion is they should have given you an extra head, an extra alternate head with an angry face on it, because he looks like he's almost smiling here. Maybe not. But, I don't know. You could have him standing with his billy club looking at the comic. I mean, would you do that? Be like, what does it say? That's ridiculous. Fist. The only thing I don't like about him is that there's nowhere to hold the billy club. Maybe if we took it off and put it around his wrist or something? I don't know. Like that? Come on, just go around it, will you? Right, maybe like put it around him, around his arm, around his shoulder? I don't know. But I think I prefer him, well, whatever. It doesn't matter what I prefer, does it? Actually, I paid for this one, so this one I can prefer whatever I want. Prefer! It's a cool pose. I'm trying to think, like, how would you pose him? Because he's kind of limited. Like, they didn't give him drop-down hips. I know it's year one for him, but he still has that goop, whatever that stuff was. It like went into his eyes. He still would have certain abilities, right? No, right? I don't know. Would he just be like Romita? John Romita does a lot of these, a lot of jumps like these, like in the air, like that. Go look. He has a lot of great slow motion shots, and like that, like with his arms out like that, with his head down, or up like that. Like a lot of fun stuff like that. Like that. Whatever. I'm not great at posing, but I never said I wanted to be. Just want to play with my toys. Be left alone in my studio. Yeah, you know, stuff like that's kind of fun. Oh, snappy, snappy, snap. Here is some of the new figures from this year, in 2025. We are now, I don't want to date myself, but this is taken in November. This is the new Iron Man Extremis that comes with the new Ab Crunch with the Mandarin. This is the Game Reverse Wolverine with Silver Samurai. I almost said Salver. This is the Gala Spider-Man, which is super fun. He comes on the Amazing Fantasy body. He's so much fun. Excellent figure. This is the Battle Damaged Spidey. Watch the legs, they break. You have to take off the legs with heat and file them down. Here's Maximum Deadpool. I wouldn't say he's Maximum. I'd say he's Deluxe, but he's the only Deadpool I have or I will ever have. Unless someone gives me a gift. P.O. Box. I don't have one yet. And that's Venom from the Game Reverse Venom and Captain America 2-pack. And he fits right in along there with all of them. He might be a little bit oddly colored, but the rest of them, Wolverine, even that size, it doesn't matter. They look great. Super, super great. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, that's him next to the Game Reverse Juggernaut. Now, mind you, Daredevil's on a pedestal. Sorry, fourth wall being broken. If you take him and put him here on the same platform, there you go. That would be one hell of a fight too, though. But I'm making myself laugh. Yeah, no. You can go. I mean, but the truth is, why did I even do that like that? I zoomed in. Why did I do that? Daredevil would be too fast. Way too fast. Way too fast. Here's my favorite other figure I just got recently is Daredevil Born Again from the Disney Plus show. He's an excellent, excellent figure. Again, doesn't have the articulation that he needs, like drop down hips and big butterfly joints. I don't know why they didn't do that for each of them. He also has the small little butterfly, little cups but I don't know. But he's an awesome figure. In hand, he feels like a real live human being. Just, you know, they're not in the same world, but this one's so well done as well. And that's my review of the new comic book wave, Daredevil. Designed by John Romita Jr. Story is written by Frank Miller. Frank Miller? He's a millionaire. Just kidding. Sorry. Figure is great. Feels so much fun. Could use a little extra articulation and a place to put the Billy Club. But, you know, we're all here. You know, the playground belongs to Hasbro. We're just here to pay for it, pretty much. No, but he's very satisfying. He's fun. The more you play with the Marvel Legends, the more fun it is. And the blonde hair, you probably could even paint it like a little like strawberry red. It's not a lot to paint, but it's a really fun figure. I say get it if you want. Like and subscribe, please. Thanks for watching. You guys are my gems. You guys are the best. And don't have any fear, except for fear itself, because truly, we're in this together. No matter how bad it gets, you can depend on your neighbor, because he might be Matt Murdock. That's the corniest piece of corn I ever heard. Bye, Matt. Later. He doesn't know if we're leaving or not. Right?